Today, we're diving into the deeply personal story behind a public figure's health battle. But this isn't just about the man himself. It's about really understanding the devastating and little-known disease he's facing.
I mean, just look at this. It's a contrast that's really hard to wrap your head around. On one side, you have the indestructible action hero we all grew up with, and on the other, the incredibly fragile reality of a man fighting a relentless disease. So, how did we even get here? Let's start by walking through the public timeline of Bruce Willis's diagnosis, from that first announcement to the tragic reality the world knows today.
It all really came into public view back in 2022. That's when his family announced he was retiring because of aphasia, which affects communication. Then, in 2023, they shared a much more precise and, frankly, heartbreaking diagnosis, frontotemporal dementia, or FTD. And now reports show his condition has progressed significantly.
And you have to understand, the impact of this disease goes so much deeper than just memory loss. We're talking about a progressive loss of the most fundamental abilities, the ability to communicate, to move on his own, and maybe most poignantly, the very memory of the life he lived in the spotlight.
So what is FTD exactly? Because to really get what's happening in Bruce Willis's story, we need to understand the condition itself. So let's break down frontotemporal dementia. Yeah, see, FTD isn't just one single disease. Think of it more like an umbrella term for a group of brain disorders. And unlike other dementias, this one specifically targets the frontal and temporal lobes, basically the command center for our personality, our behavior, and our language. And this right here, this is what makes it so devastating. FTD strikes at the very essence of who we are. It's not about forgetting where you put your keys, it's a fundamental breakdown in a person's ability to speak, to control their actions, and to express their own personality.
Now, a lot of people hear dementia and their minds immediately go to Alzheimer's. But to really grasp what FTD is, it's super helpful to see how different they are. They are absolutely not the same thing.
The biggest distinction, really, is how they begin. Alzheimer's usually shows up later in life, and its first calling card is memory loss. FTD, on the other hand, often hits much earlier, between 50 and 65. And it doesn't start by erasing the past. It starts by altering the person in the present through these profound changes in personality and language.
And this is where the story takes this really heartbreaking turn. It's a strange, almost prophetic coincidence, where one of Bruce Willis's most iconic movie roles seems to have mirrored what was to come in his own life.
I mean, so many of us will never forget his performance as Dr. Malcolm Crowe, right? A character who, for almost the entire film, is just fundamentally disconnected from his own state of being, completely unable to recognize the truth of his own reality.
And the devastating irony, the part that's just so hard to shake, is that his own life now tragically mirrors that role. He is reportedly a man disconnected, not from the world around him, but from the very identity he built, the movie star, the action hero, the man we all thought we knew.
But here's the thing. This story is so much more than just a tragedy about a beloved celebrity. And his family, they are making absolutely sure of that. This is about a mission to bring a little-known disease out of the shadows.
By going public with such a private struggle, the Willis family has been crystal clear about their purpose. They want to use their platform to educate the world about this rare and cruel disease.
So when you boil it all down, this is really about trying to turn immense personal pain into a powerful opportunity for public good. They're giving a face and a story to a condition that affects thousands of families but is understood by so few.
And all of this leaves us with a really profound and honestly a very difficult question. It gets right to the heart of consciousness, memory, and identity. When the story we tell ourselves about who we are gets erased, what's left? There's no easy answer, but it's something worth thinking about.